here among the cats.
Now let's talk about chaos for a moment, because chaos is going to affect your life much, much more in the next 20 years than either relativity or atomic fission or any of these other scientific advances. If you knew everything there was to know about chaos, and if your job was to throw as many people off base as you possibly could by naming it something it isn't, you would call it what? Chaos. We have a talent for misnaming things. You and I think right now that we're talking with our conscious mind, or we're communicating with our conscious mind, right? The left hemisphere up here. But that's the only part of your brain that ever goes to sleep. It's the only part of your brain that is really unconscious from time to time. And yet we call it the conscious mind. If you really understood what chaos is not randomness. Chaos is a much higher form of order. And what I'd like to suggest that you remember from this presentation is that the next time you hear the word chaos, as in the science of chaos, chaos is a bad name. The real message or the real meaning of this science is how you handle new information. So chaos is new information. And we call it chaos, but it's new information is a much more descriptive term. Then we come to the part of how do we handle new information, because up here on the chart what you see is new information every time you look at a chart. The first thing you have to do, or the first thing we normally do when new information comes in, we try to organize it. We try to put it into old categories. So we say, well, what is it like? It reminds me of this, or is it like this? What we're doing is we're massaging this new pristine information and putting it into old categories. And we'll swirl it around and bend it around and make it plastic so it'll fit in there. In my younger days, I had an experience, a bad experience, with a lady who happened to have red hair. And I judged from that experience that any female with red hair is absolutely no good. So today when I see a red-headed lady, unless I catch myself, I've already made a judgment. I don't even know who she is. I've never met her. But this is because I've massaged this new information into this old categories that stay away from red-headed women. Now we all do this. We all try to organize any kind of incoming information. Once we have anything organized, it doesn't matter whether it's a note you're taking or the IRS or whatever, there is a strong tendency, the first priority of any organization is to survive.
Here among the cats.